and welcome from St. Louis Park High School. I'm Bruce Over along with Tom Whitlock, and we start the season tonight with St. Louis Park going against the top team in the state, Park Center Pirates. Lineups being announced for the St. Louis Park Orioles tonight. It will be number 0, Marley Curtis, number 1, Vari Ellis, number 10, Micah Curtis, number 5, Josh Rickard, and number 13, Malik Akindele. For the Park Center Pirates, starting will be number 1, Ari Gooch, number 10, Jackson Folks, 11, Cash Chavis, number 22, Xavier Freelix, and number 24, Chang Ring. James Ware, the head coach of Park Center, and we've had the changing of the guards over St. Louis Park. Arsenio Richardson coached the girls for a number of years, and now has switched over to coach the boys. So a big change, and
yeah, a new face, but really he's been around Park basketball for many years. Assistant coach to Brighton Bucher before he became the varsity girls head coach. So,
and I talked to Arsenio a little bit, and he's just like, you know, the team just has to adjust to a new system, and it's going to take some games to get used to. Well, they're going to get a test here because they're playing a really good basketball team, and a team that has a couple Division I players, and one who is Cash Chavis is committed to the University of Washington. So he's the one who's already committed, as we see James Ware over there. And you know, again, some great players. So this will be a good test for the Orioles. And
yeah, I think that first game you're always kind of wondering where your team is at. So this will, when you play the number 1 team in the state, you're going to find out really quick where you stand. But the great thing is it's a long season, so they'll be able to learn a lot about their team after tonight.
Orioles in the black, Park Center in the white with the green. Tip goes to Park Center. Orioles are going to need a good game from the Curtis brothers, I think, in this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're going to rely on them coming back, and there's a nice steal. It was a good steal by Vari Ellis, but didn't sort of protect the basketball that time as he tried to throw it across court, and a little too hard for anyone to grab that one. So turnover for the Orioles.
Yeah, I think they're certainly going to need to protect the basketball to be successful tonight. But I like starting out with that kind of aggressive man-to-man defense.
One thing I should mention, too, that we have a shot clock this year, so clock is down to 20 seconds. Three-pointer missed.
Yeah, that's an enormous adjustment, I think, for young players. A really nice pass there.
And a good backside rebound put in.
And I think for the Pirates, you know, still, you know, being ranked number 1, that puts a lot of pressure on them to come out and play. So, you know, it's their first game too, so it always takes a little while to kind of settle in. St. Louis Park coming out with full court pressure here.
So Park Center looking for their first points of the game. 2-0 Orioles lead just underway. Pass into the corner and stolen by the Orioles. A couple turnovers early for the Pirates. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Pirates.
It'll be interesting to see how the Pirates react to this full court trapping defense. St. Louis Park already gets 1 turnover off of that.
And again, turned over by the Orioles. Driving to the basket. Not good that time by number 11, Chavis. Orioles with the rebound. They're going to push the basketball. Spin move. Put up and in. Just a nice play by Malik Akindele.
Yeah, that was a really nice spin move. Still was able to kind of settle into his jump shot there.
Battle for the rebound. Orioles come away with it. Number 5, Rickard, playing the point guard position. Curtis, Ellis. Down to 15 on the shot clock. Inside. Tough move.
I liked how they were still patient on offense and got the ball inside there. Rickard with just a little hand check there.
Yeah, and the Orioles that's the one thing, they just got to stay out of foul trouble in this game, and they're aggressive, but you don't want to be overly aggressive where you're committing those fouls early on in the game. There's a good inbound play. Gooch with the basket. First 2 points of the game for Park Center, 4-2 score. Good crowd tonight.
Yeah.
Traveling calls on the Orioles.
Always a great atmosphere in this gym. Rickard did a nice job against that full court pressure there to bring the ball up.
It's the Park Center team that's got a lot of offensive weapons. Nice block by the Orioles. Good job by Micah. Drive along the baseline, basket, and a foul.
Yeah, he just kind of got pinned out there on defense where we gave up the baseline there. But
Orioles picking up 3 team fouls. Park Center has not committed a foul yet in this game. Missed free throw by Chavis. Marley Curtis misses, but a good rebound by the Orioles, and now moves into actually put into the hands of Ring.
yeah, Ellis just got caught.
Yeah, a lot of athletic ability, and if you turn your head, they're already at the basket. And Marley trying to make
favor
something
there.
happen. Yeah, it's a 2-on-1. Here's an alley-oop.
Yeah, I think that Park is going to have to be
Slow
careful.
it down. They can't run with them. Nice play by Micah.
Yeah, Micah did a nice job of using his body to kind of clear some space to get an open shot there.
8-6, Pirates lead. And the 3. Iron, rebound by Curtis.
I think St. Louis Park would be happy to kind of keep them out on the perimeter like that.
Ellis, he loses it. And the foul is going to be on Ellis, I think. So Ellis picks up his second foul.
Yeah, it'll be important as this game evolves for St. Louis Park to kind of stay within their game and not. The Pirates are going to get out and have moments like that, and not for that to turn into from a two-point basket to a series of baskets for the Pirates. So, which I think will mean St. Louis Park being more patient on the offensive end.
Charlie Odens comes into the game for the Orioles.
You know, and all these players, you know, checking in, getting their kind of first taste of the season, it'll be good for everybody to kind of settle in.
Ari Gooch with 6 points leads the Pirates. Chavis has 4, but interesting sort of what, talking to one of the coaches about some of the players on this Park Center team. Cash Chavis is committed to the U of Washington. His highlights, he's an electric player, high flying, and the top guard in the state. They have Chang Ring, who's seeing a lot of interest from colleges, best shot blocker in the state, and a good three-point shooter. You have Jackson Foltz, who's also getting a lot of interest, one of the best two-way players in the state, lockdown defender, knockdown three-point shooter, and he normally guards the other team's best player. Ari Gooch is a transfer from New Jersey. He mentioned he has 6 points, so he's getting a lot of action. High flying guard, quick first step, great one-on-one defender. So that's a good starting 5.
Well, yeah. I mean, you look at the level of talent on that team, and they as a team need to figure out how to gel as well. Obviously, losing the title game last year gives them a lot of incentive for this year. But you can still see that they're kind of figuring things out on their end. So now they're coming out with full court pressure here on Park. We'll see how Park reacts to that.
Yeah, not so good. And the 3 rebound goes right into the hands in the basket.
Well, I think what changed for the Pirates on that full court pressure is the first time they were doing man-to-man pressure, and this last time it was a trapping defense. So Park will have to get into some sets to adjust to that trapping defense and find the holes in order to get the ball up into the front court and still get into their offensive set to get a good shot. And especially challenging now that there's a shot clock.
And the question is it good or bad to open your game against a team like this? I think I actually think it's probably good, because you face the toughest at the beginning. It only prepares you as it gets easier down the road.
What were you talking about? One of the best shot blockers in the state?
Exactly. Well, Marley just found that out. Here it is.
There was an opportunity for a little dump-off pass there, which would have been an easy basket. And I think I like Park's aggressiveness. When somebody presses you, you should make them pay and attacking the basket like that. But a little dump-off pass there would have been an easy 2 points.
Park started off pretty good, and now Park Center just sort of a little fired up, and Park's got to get it back here. There's a nice 3. Well, Ring had the big block and then hits a 3 on the other end, so good sequence for him. 3 missed.
I like the decision making there, though.
And you can see how fast-paced this game is going right now. Micah, and he's going to draw the first foul by Park Center, and that's going to be on Gooch. Picks up his first.
Well, you like Park's. I think Coach Richardson is teaching that kind of aggressive attitude, and you can see Park is, they're wanting to run and not get into their sets and just attack the basket. And they've gotten some good looks off of that.
Noah Margolis, junior guard, into the game now for the Orioles. He replaces Marley Curtis. Rickard. Shot clock at 16. And he gets double teamed. Stolen away by Gooch. And Gooch puts it in.
Yeah, I think the Orioles are going to need to figure out how to pass off of that pressure and not dribble through it.
Yeah, you can see just really good defensive pressure.
Yeah.
And a push.
A little too aggressive by Ring there, but the Pirates are coming out with sort of this opportunistic trapping defense, and Park's going to have to react quickly there are open Orioles for shots, but the pace is so frantic that they're not finding those opportunities. So if they just kind of settle in, I think they'll find those.
So Marley Curtis back into the game, also Kindle in. Marley drives in, had it stripped.
I like that aggressiveness and attacking the basket, and when that Pirate D kind of collapses on them, that's when they got to find that open teammate.
Like a short shot. Shot short. Shot short. And Mike will come down 2-on-1. He's going to try and take it himself. It's stuffed again by Ring.
Yeah, they're going to have to adjust to Ring. And that was a nice break.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen him pass that ball across.
Akendele was open on the other side.
Got to bring Ellis back in with 2 fouls, so I think Arsenio Richardson knows that he needs to have like a veteran presence in there.
Well, and I think the amount of pressure that the Pirates are putting on Park, he's doing it. Coach Richardson's doing a nice job of getting additional players in to adjust to that kind of pace. But I think to your earlier point, Bruce, playing the #1 team in the state right off the bat, everything should be easier from here. And they're not going to find many other teams with this kind of level of talent on it. So it should help them as the season goes on.
Good inbound play. Fultz with this first 2 points of the game. 19-6. It's all Park Center now. St. Louis Park has been stuck on 6 for a long time.
Oh, that was a nice drive by Odens.
Look out.
We're already in the bonus here with 11 minutes to go.
Yeah, Odens picking up his second foul. That's the front end of the 1-and-1.
Yeah, there's not much room for error when you're playing the #1 team in the state. So when you have a chance for a defensive rebound, they got to get it. Yeah, they got to get it.
Still trying to find the weakness so far in the Park Center team. I think that's what Richardson will have to, Arsenio will have to figure out.
Yeah, I think they get so many points off of their defense and their pressure defense, and they just get out in transition. It'll be interesting to see if St. Louis Park can get them into some half-court sets where their offense needs to be more intentional.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to bring some players back. They can't. You see what happened there. They were trapped in the corner, and I think they're going to have to find different ways to outlet the ball.
Yeah, you can see the pressure is bothering them. That was nice.
That's just a nice basket by Homo to Yinbo.
Another turnover.
See, he didn't need to throw that out. Well, he was off balance.
Yeah.
There, you'd like to see him throw it off someone's leg and try and get the ball back, but.
Yeah, he just ended up throwing it up for grabs. But you can see the pressure is really starting to kind of wear on Park, where they're having a really difficult time getting it out of their side of the court.
Somehow you have to just try and slow it down if you're Park and try and change the tempo of the game.
Yeah, they need that kind of steady guard play that's going to be able to get them to get the ball up the court.
Well, they're not.
It's another offense.
Yeah, not boxing out or getting the rebounds on the missed free throws. Wide open. So that's Folks and 25-6. Still 10 minutes to go in the first half.
I mean, I think Rickard has actually done a nice job when it's bringing the ball up the court.
Frelix comes into the game. He'll replace Folks for Park Center. We're going to get an opportunity to get to the free throw line now, Micah Curtis.
Yeah, that was a nice drive by Curtis. But you can see that the Pirates contest everything.
Oh, they do.
And they're really around the rim. I think, I don't know how many blocks they've had around the rim, but it seems like St. Louis Park has been able to penetrate and get to the basket, but there's always somebody waiting there to swat it.
You have to think some of these players trying to keep up with Park Center. It's pretty exhausting on the court too. You're running a lot. Micah trying to catch his breath here. Trying to get the Orioles off that 6 number and hasn't been able to.
There you go. Isn't that what you just said?
Right.
Well, let's see if St. Louis Park was successful early, getting some turnovers and trying to put a little pressure. So maybe Park can find some opportunities to get in transition. I just stepped out of bounds.
As tough as it is for Park, it's fun to watch a Park Center team play like that. I mean, they move, they're anticipating, they get in every passing lane, they block shots, they play hard, you know, and fun to see a team play like that. Not if you're really rooting for St. Louis Park, but.
Well, I mean, there's great things for St. Louis Park to learn. And I think one of the things that I've noticed early on so far on the Pirates is the people without the ball are moving significantly and getting some easy baskets. They've been going backdoor on St. Louis Park. So that even though you don't have the ball, to continue to move and find openings for your teammates to pass to you. And especially for Park trying to break this press. They need to be.
Yeah. Oh, except for the pickpocket and the dunk.
Well, and I think, you know, what's also sort of obvious is that Park is doing a lot of dribbling instead of finding. You can see the other 3 guys right now on the other side of the court are standing in one location.
Park Center rebound.
And just their size is tremendous.
Folks with the basket and another run by Park Center. I think they've scored 20 straight points, so it's 29-6.
Yeah, it's a good timeout by Coach Richardson to kind of settle reset his guys and try to find some opportunities where they can get a bucket. But I like that St. Louis Park, they're not hanging their head. They're continuing to play. They're trying to kind of figure out how to address the aggressiveness of the Pirates.
And again, first game of the season for the Orioles, so under a new system and everything, and they're going to have to, they'll figure it out, you know, and I think it just takes that one basket really just to get things going for them, and they can just get off that number 6 number, maybe they can just relax a little bit. So it's right now they're pressing, they're trying to get that basket, they're forcing the ball, and you know, that could change here.
Well, and I think they're finding opportunities, and I'd like to see, I mean, they're being aggressive at the basket, but when they're getting to the basket, there's always that extra pirate that's right at the rim. And I think trying to figure out that little extra pass to get an easy basket, or kicking it out to the edge to get an open look at a 3. I think there's opportunities there. For
right,
Park.
where it's not contested inside. If they're stacking the inside, then someone
right.
should be open. See what they do coming out of this timeout.
Yeah, you can see they're kind of getting worn out because they're dribbling so much, and they need to find opportunities to continue to pass the ball without wearing themselves out trying to dribble against that kind of pressure.
And I think what happens is you're going to have the players off the ball moving a little bit more to come get into position to get the pass.
That was nice defense by Rickard on Ring. You know, obviously Ring's got a huge size advantage, but Rickard had the position.
To Yimbo with the foul. Sort of pulled the chair away.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see. I mean, Rickard's working hard to bring that ball up the court against that pressure. And it'd be nice if he had some outlet once he got across half court.
Great move to get inside. The travel, but earlier on, Chavis just did a really nice job, nice spin move where you guys found an opening to the basket.
It's such a talented group of kids.
All the way. Oh.
Well, you saw Rickard. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get a shot off against Ring, you know, he had. It wasn't a little dump off pass. It was a dump off lob, but he found some success there.
Ring on the other end with the stuff. Marley just a little short on that one.
Margolis did a nice job of bringing the ball up the court.
Behind the back pass. Off the rim on the dunk. Nice pass. And a good job by Marley Curtis.
Great finish by Curtis there.
Orioles in double digits now. But can't stop that drive by Chavis.
Yeah, they're not getting back and forcing the Pirates into a half-court set.
Foul on Chavis.
I would like to see Margolis put that up. There's the dump off by Rickard, which resulted in an easy basket. As easy as baskets get against the Pirates.
He's got him open. He's got to get it in. Curtis from outside.
Yeah, even though that was a miss from that, you can see how quickly they are in transition. Rickard, you know, he got to the basket. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get a shot off, but he kicked it out for an open look. Even though it didn't go down, that's a good open shot that the Orioles should continue to look for. But they got to find a way to stop the transition game of the Pirates, because as soon as we turn it over or get a basket, they are down the other side of the court attacking the rim.
Dangerous play. Fortunately, Gooch is okay, as he went down hard.
Yeah, Curtis was upset because he thought his elbow hit the ball there. But when you swing your arm down like that, you're going to draw the foul.
Another steal and another follow-up by Gooch, not good. And finally we get a foul on Park Center. That'll be their 6th team foul. So one more and the Orioles will be in the bonus. 6:04 remaining in the first half. 25-point Pirate lead.
And Coach Richardson, he's, I don't know how many people he's played so far, but I think he's played close to 10 people already, which is this is just great experience for those kids.
Michael Luzan, here's a dunk attempt. Yeah, the turnover is creating easy baskets on the other end. Orioles have to work for every one of their baskets.
Yeah, they're working so hard against this pressure, and they're trying to dribble against it, which is extremely challenging.
And again, Tom, you see some talented teams, but a lot of times it may be offensive talent. This is a team that has some really good defensive players on this team.
Yeah, I would imagine, obviously it's the #1 team, but it's got to be the #1 defensive team in the state. They contest everything. Every time you bring the ball up the court, they're contesting it. Every pass, they're contesting. You get to the rim, they're contesting. It's a good example for St. Louis Park to understand what it takes to be a #1 team.
Right.
And just that all those little details go into creating a quality team.
Gooch from outside, rebound for the Orioles. Oh, look at the defense. And there's a quick three, put up and in. Nice job by Margolis. Knew he had to get that one off in a hurry. Step back and put it in.
Well, and Akindele, I thought, did a good job bringing the ball up the court. Instead of trying to dribble through, he found the open guy in the corner of the court and got a good 3-point shot. Akindele just kind of got stuck there.
And that time the Orioles were trying to get back so they have the rebound opportunities.
Well, let's see if Rickard can get him in a half-court set.
There he goes. Take it all the way. Maybe even draw a foul if you're Rickard, but.
Yeah, good things that happen when Rickard attacks the basket like that. You can see the Pirate defense kind of collapse on him. And it was interesting. I forget who was just out on the perimeter there. But if he had slid up, it would have been an open pass for Rickard. So Rickard needs his teammates to help him by getting into open positions.
Frelick. Chavis behind the back. Pass it across for Ring. Now the Orioles going back down the court. That's a good movement out.
Odens will be going to the line. That was a nice dribble penetration through traffic, kind of a Euro step.
Ring got up so high there. I thought they were maybe. I think the goaltend.
Yeah, they kind of fell on Odens. I don't know how many fouls. That's 2 fouls on Ring.
Odens on the line to shoot 2.
Orioles have been to the line only twice in the game. They missed both free throws. This is going to be their best opportunities at the free throw line because you don't have anyone defending them. They've been defended all game. You get to the free throw line, you got no one with a hand in your face. Got to make the free throws.
Yeah.
And they missed. They're 0 for 4.
Yeah, those are important points to get when you're in a game like this. The shot clock was not running there. It's new for the staff too.
Right.
Making sure to get it running. But I like the aggressiveness. You see, St. Louis Park isn't. You know, they're letting the game come to them, and they're still attacking the basket. You know, they're not. They're still playing hard, which I like to see.
Yeah, and I think if you're a coach, you know, Arsenio Richardson, you're saying, forget the score. Get the score out of your mind. Just let's play the game and take one series at a time here.
Yeah, and and he's trying to establish a culture on his team and a character on his team, and it's a long season.
Right.
And it'll be really interesting to see where. Wow, what a nice finish by Ring there, but to see where this team is at the end of the year, because although this has been challenging, there's still a lot of positives.
First little strong, nice rebound.
Nice rebound by Odens.
Out of bounds, should be Orioles ball.
Yeah, that was a nice contest by Mofinger there.
Yeah, I thought that was one of the better offensive sets the Orioles have had. A couple opportunities there for shots that just didn't go, but really sort of what they wanted to do there.
Well, yeah, they're actually kind of getting in the paint against the Pirates here, and getting opportunities.
Nice.
Really nice clear by Curtis there to clear the defender and get an open look.
Yeah, the shot clock means nothing to Park Center.
Yeah, no, not at all.
There's a second three of the game for Ring.
Yeah, he's got a really nice game. You can see he's
yeah, he's fun to watch. Great offense and defensive player. McKinley sort of crapped along the baseline. Look out for Chavis. He wants a three, he hits it.
And here Chavis for Green.
.49 points in the first half, and Chavis gets called for the foul.
Well, Odens will be shooting here, back to the free throw line, see if they can break the seal here. But again, just great learning opportunities for these guys to bring the ball up against that kind of pressure. It's going to serve them well as the season goes on. And I think they've had little successes in this game. And I think Coach Richardson, when he gets in at halftime, will be able to reinforce those kind of positive experiences to see how they can find more of those opportunities in the second half.
122. Spin move.
Oh, really nice move.
I like that one. Curtis with his 6th point of the game. 49-17. Trying to get over the half-century mark of the Pirates here in the first half. Well, this is a game, too, where you're going to get in shape, too, if you're the Orioles. You know, if you're out of shape, you're going to get in shape by the time this game's over.
Oh,
that was really a great move.
Great backdoor by
Margolis. Yeah. You know, it just didn't fall, but it was really a great play by him.
Well, and it was a great hesitation where he actually did get an open look.
Kindle with the steal has got to look out from behind.
See, Kindle has done that a number of times where he's created good steals, but then he's tried to dribble through the defense and turned it over.
Felix picks up the foul. That's 9th foul.
Right,
Still the bonus.
One more opportunity for a free throw here.
That's right.
Akindele at the line for the Orioles.
There he has it. Good job by Malik.
I think Coach Richardson had just ingrained it in him to get back on defense that he didn't even want to shoot the second free throw.
Short, tip. Orioles ball.
Yeah, good pressure by Curtis there to force that turnover.
Just throw it. Even if it's off someone, just roll it along the ground.
Yeah, that was kind of slow to develop.
Yeah, it's when you're inbounding the ball, you got to sort of have a clock in your head too. You got to sort of realize, okay, I'm hitting that 5-second spot. I got to get that ball in one way or another.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at that alley-oop.
All right, we'll see.
He gets up high.
He really does get up high.
Micah gets inside. Just misses the shot. Everything's contested, but a good job by Micah that time. And we get a foul, no basket.
But you can just see how aggressive the Pirates are. And I think Park needs to kind of adjust their transition defense where they're just not going to be able to keep people in front of them, where they're going to have to collapse their defense to keep people from getting to the basket. Maybe give up some outside shots, but keep them from getting to the rim. I mean, I think the other thing facing the #1 team in the state, it also puts a lot of pressure on your coaching.
Sure.
To make adjustments and to figure out how to find opportunities to stay with teams like this.
Well, and it makes someone like me say, I don't see any adjustments that I'd be able to make. You know, I mean, it's just, you know, you look at it, it's like, I mean, again, you know, it takes a basketball mind to say, hey, you know, we can adjust at halftime. Here's what we're going to do. You know, we're going to move better. We're off the ball. We got to, you know, bring someone in position for passes. Make Park Center work a little bit tougher because, you know, I mean, right now like you said, they're dribbling a little too much, trying to force action and maybe get them frustrated. See if you can control the ball a little bit, move around, make some passes. Maybe you don't go right to the basket. Maybe you get that shot clock down to 5-6 seconds before you get your shots off. But you know, just have to see what happens. So.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what Coach Richardson, if they make any adjustments going into the second half here, to see if they can't slow Park Center down and find more opportunities to score. You know, obviously facing that kind of level of talent when you're facing a lot of potential Division I players, you know, it's difficult, and you need to kind of adjust your thinking maybe away from kind of traditional defenses and get more creative. So it'll be interesting to see how they do, but I like how St. Louis Park continued to work and play hard, and they did find some opportunities and some open shots. So.
Yeah, you've got you know, a couple players already with 15, 16 points, and Chavis and Ring, and You know, so that's like 35 points between the two of them already, and you add Gooch in there, and you know, you've got three guys that are just putting up a ton of points. So I got to shut those guys down in the second half. So, well, we'll see what Arsenio can do. Get his team upbeat, ready. They need a breather too. So
yeah,
halftime's good for them. 53-18 our score. We'll be back with the second half in just a few minutes. Thanks for joining us.
While serving in Afghanistan, I was hit by sniper fire. The fighting was so intense, the medevac chopper was barely able to land. In the hospital, I was given a 5% chance to live. It's a good thing math wasn't my best subject. Today, I visit classrooms and share my story. I talk to kids about dealing with life's struggles. I tell them, with a little help and a lot of work, that you can overcome any challenge.
DAV helps veterans like Adam get the benefits they've earned. They help more than 1 million veterans every year in life-changing ways.
I know that some struggles are big and some are small, but they're all struggles, and you have to learn to get through them. With support from DAV, more veterans like me can live their best life. And as a new father, I have one more reason to keep on keeping on. My victory is being there for the next generation.
Adam Alexander, may your victories inspire many more. Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
We're back, 53-18 as we get ready to start the second half here. I had to also run across and see if this game continues at this pace. They do have a rule that if it gets under 9 minutes, that it goes into running time.
Okay.
And if it's at 35 points.
35 points, okay. Well, there's a goal. Keep it under that.
But they're saying, why would you think it's going to get under 35? It's because we're at 35 now, so.
Well, Park's going to start with the ball here, and we'll see if see what kind of adjustments Park makes, and see where they can find those open opportunities.
Well, started with a turnover. And a quick basket. So Ring has his 18th point of the game. Ring had 16 in the first half. Chavis 15, Gooch 12, Folks 8. Leading scorer for the Orioles is Micah Curtis with 6. Marley has 4.
It was a nice job by Ellis to attack the basket there and draw the foul.
Chavis picking up his 3rd foul. Shot by Micah was good, and a basket on the other end by Gooch.
Yeah, that was a great finish by Gooch. And you can just see how quickly they get out in transition.
It's been a frustrating game for Ellis. He hasn't really had that much playing time. He got in foul trouble early, and now he picks up his 4th foul here in the second half. So.
Yeah, I think he's got that mentality where he too wants to contest everything.
And there, almost picked up his 5th foul, but it was dribbled on the baseline.
But I think that's what got them into trouble in the first half, was trying to dribble into that defense where when the Pirates collapse on you, you need to find that open teammate. And I think that's probably a reminder that Coach Richardson is going to give his players. I think he was a little frustrated with that out-of-bounds play that it's early. They might not have the out-of-bounds plays memorized quite yet. But I think he's been frustrated, certainly with that 5-second call in the first half.
Well, we look at the schedule, and Maple Grove is going to be a tough game. That'd be a good game. Park Center, Maple Grove, Champlain Park's always got a good team. I may want to go to the one on the 9th, Lakeville North against Park Center. That should be a really good game. You know, I know Benilde St. Margaret's has a good team coming back this year. That should be fun. Totino Grace usually pretty good. Minnetonka. So, and then Cherry. You know, a couple good players on the Cherry team. So.
Yeah, those are some good tests for Park Center.
Couple opportunities for the Orioles.
Great follow by Ellis there.
Just mistimed jump that time.
Well, and I think Park is not paying attention. Ring is just kind of hanging around the basket, and they're finding alley-oops to him, where St. Louis Park needs to be a little more physical with him and get a body on him.
The Orioles do have some height. I mean, you have the Curtis brothers at 6'6", 6'7".
They do have some nice size.
Akindelli, when he's in, he's got good size. A little too hard on the three, but good backside rebound.
Great follow by Curtis there.
Yep.
And it was a good open look for the three by Rickard.
Yeah, that time Chavis dribbles it off of his foot. Orioles basketball as they trail by 35. So they haven't lost any ground. Curtis off the iron. Chavis rebound, long outlet pass. Good defense.
Yeah, I think Curtis got caught there. I mean, he let somebody get behind. You know, it's like a free safety in football. He let somebody get behind him when he took the shot. So I think, you know, they're going to have to get that transition defense adjusted. Good contest there.
Yeah, it was a great contest. Chavis unable to get that shot to fall. He had to change the direction that he was heading in. This is what I like. Take some time off the clock if you have to. Get things set up.
Good backdoor by Margolis. Yeah, I mean, that's tough. Like, it was just a great backdoor move by Margolis, but he knew he wasn't going to be able to get the shot off, and he was looking for kind of that quick dump-off pass that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, and this is Mulfinger getting his first game action.
That was a good straight-up contest by Mulfinger. I think Rickard was looking for Ellis there on the back door.
And Mulfinger got caught. And here's Hooch. Taking another timeout.
Yeah, I think Coach Richardson is taking a little different philosophy here in the second half, where when he sees something, he wants to talk to them about it right away. He was kind of, in the first half, he was kind of letting them play a little bit. I see the Park upcoming schedule here.
Yeah, so Mountain West Tonka is the next home game on the 5th. They'll be at Armstrong on the 7th. Minneapolis South at home. And a tough one. Again, Hopkins and Minnehaha Academy will both be very tough games for them. Tartan usually has a decent team. At Holy Family on the 21st. They close out the year against Prescott.
Well, I think, you know, looking at this schedule, you see some opportunities with Mountain West Tonka and Minneapolis South that I think those are games that they're going to be able to be competitive in. And especially coming off of this game, bringing the ball up the court's going to feel like a whole new experience.
We're going to have a lot of room. It's going to be like, they can move, they can breathe. Kenny Novak from Hopkins was here scouting. Hard to scout like an Oriole team in this kind of situation. I know they're going to be playing the Orioles, but probably, twofold scouting the Orioles, but also Park Center and
yeah, well, that's a Hopkins team that's going to want to compete for state, and they're going to have to go through Park Center.
They are, and Lakeville North is going to be a team that's going to be up there always, towards the end. They have Robeson.
Yeah, somehow we got to stop that pipeline from
going to Wisconsin.
Yes, exactly.
Good play.
Ellis, nice. That was a nice job by Margolis to, penetrate the defense and then dump it off for a easy basket to Ellis. But again, the transition D, even though Park Center didn't score, they were back on the rim, within a few seconds.
Got to get that ball inbounds. They do. Quick pass inside. Nice. Margolis finishes. Good pass by Micah Curtis.
Yeah, I feel like every time Park has scored, it's been on an assist.
Orioles done a good job getting their hands in the passing lane that time.
Yep.
They come up with the steal. There's a block shot. I almost still feel like I know Park Center contests, but I'd like to see when that lane's open down the middle, just take it all the way to the hoop.
Yeah, I thought Rickard actually had an open lane to the hoop there. Like he had penetrated past the defense, and then he passed it out. And that might be one of the things that Coach Richardson has been talking to them about at halftime, is that kind of passing off and finding the open guy. But when you got an open shot, you got to take it.
Odin's in the game. Akindele's in the game as well.
Yeah, and you can see Coach Richardson talking to Rickard on the bench just about that open look that he had. Good contest by Odins there. St. Louis Park is getting a little more success scoring here. It's the defense that needs to adjust.
Good steal by Curtis. And you can see how fast Chavis is.
Yeah.
In the corner ring. Rebound, Ellis.
I feel like Ellis is giving them some good minutes.
He has. I was just going to, funny you say that, I was just going to mention how Ellis seems to be a difference maker right now a little bit in the game.
Well, and he's one of those guys that can finish around the basket. Curtis did a nice job finishing around the basket right there.
He did, or else having some good things happen right now. Ellis, he takes it to the basket, but that was a tough.
Yeah, just a little out of control there.
And a three.
Yeah, Gooch is a nice player. I mean, he's been able to show, really defensive pressure and good outside shooting.
Odins. Back up top.
Trying to back down ring.
In the corner, there's a three, too long.
Again, a good, Odin's penetrated, and he got Park a good look. They just weren't able to finish.
Spin move, great play.
I think that's three on ring. was a really
That was a great move. Watch the spin. It was just tough ball to dunk, and Ring picking up, as you mentioned, his third foul. With these fouls, that has to then take a little bit of the aggressiveness off and give St. Louis Park a little bit more opportunity.
Are we still trying to break the seal on the free throw?
It has not been a good night from what used to be called the charity stripe. Micah's 0 for 3 from the line.
Talked him into it.
So really the second half has been fairly evenly played. It was a 35-point game, and it's still a 35-point game. So
yeah, I feel like Park has come out a little more aggressive. You can see they're getting the turnovers on this full court pressure.
And they forced the Pirates to call a timeout.
Yeah, you can see Coach Ware is a little challenging his players to break this press.
And again, could the Orioles be learning? Could they have learned from the first half and starting to do things a little bit better now?
Yeah, you can see that their confidence is growing a little bit on this full court pressure. They're getting some easy turnovers and turning them into points, which is really important. And maybe that was the strategy that Coach Richardson was thinking, that if they can slow down the transition by pressing them, they can try to get some easy baskets, and it's worked out so far.
You're right. I mean, he's used, I think, 3 timeouts here in the second half, but it has paid off.
You don't want to leave those timeouts on the bench as a coach. Lots of opportunities to learn.
Famuyite in the game now for Park Center. Chavis, basket, and a foul. So we'll go back to the free throw line to attempt a 3-point play.
Yeah, I think Odens was trying to close out, and Chavis just took advantage of that and went to the basket.
Cash is 2 for 3 from the line. Ellis. Park Center off the rebound. Chavis, he goes full steam ahead. Draws a foul.
Yeah, you can see Odens is shaking his head. I think it's just the speed of Park Center is tough to beat off the dribble. That's where his teammates need to come help him.
Chavis goes from first gear to fourth gear pretty quickly.
Yeah.
He moves.
He gets downhill quickly. And I've been impressed with the Pirates players that they really have a high basketball IQ, where they're noticing when Park overplays, and they take the back doors when they get them, and they move off the basketball really well, which puts a lot of pressure on the defense. If you're going to come help and the other players are moving, it's going to create easy opportunities. It's a tough challenge, I think, for any team this year to face the Pirates and devise a plan to slow them down.
Second free throw good by Chase. 70-33.
Really nice drive again by Ellis. I think Ellis has given him great minutes and great recognition to do that little dump off pass and get an easy opportunity for a basket.
Yeah, number 4 on ring. And what I like, what Akindele did that time is he didn't force it. He sort of made a pump fake, got the defender up, and then went for the basket, drew the foul. So
yeah. Yeah, and I think that's probably a strategy for teams moving forward against Ring is to use his aggressiveness against them and try to get him in foul trouble and off the court.
They just don't want to get to the free throw line because they can't make their free throws.
I have a feeling Coach Richardson might have them practicing some free throws at the next practice. Great box out by Rickert there.
Nice pass. They just couldn't finish, but it was a great attempt that time for the Orioles. They got numbers. 3, not good. Good rebound.
Yeah, Ellis has created some chaos that the Pirates haven't reacted to yet.
Trip. Should be a foul on the Orioles that time, but no call.
That was actually kind of a nice no call there. I thought both players were competing for the ball. Gooch might not agree with me, but I also think that the tandem of Rickert and Margolis, I thought they've done a much better job here in the second half of controlling the ball.
Right.
And trying to run this team. Oh, I think that might be it for Ellis.
Foul number 5.
Well, I think there's something to build off this game for Ellis. I thought, he gave him really nice minutes here in the second half. Staying out of foul trouble obviously is going to be important as the season goes on. But I thought he did some really nice things tonight.
What we have too is we don't have any seniors when you're looking at the players that have been playing for the Orioles are all like juniors and sophomores. So
yeah, there's a lot of positives to take away.
He wants to get that dunk in there, doesn't he?
I was just going to say that. I feel like there's been multiple times tonight where he has attacked the basket and it's just been deflected out of his hand. But he keeps on trying, which is fantastic.
Well, Gooch picks up his 4th.
Well, you can see in the second half with Park only having 4 fouls and Park Center having 5, that St. Louis Park has been a little more under control and a little more aggressive.
And they're going to be like 1 point short, so I think we're going to go into running time here in about 30 seconds. About 2 points. The rim's getting a lot of work.
It is getting a lot of work, and you can see that Ring is, his teammates know where to find him.
Boy, they're battling.
They really are battling.
And just not able to get the basket there, but good effort.
I think the Pirates have figured out how to break that defensive pressure where they're passing the ball into the corner of the front court.
Free throw by Fultz.
Folks on the line for the Pirates.
Four of the 5 starters for the Pirates are all in double figures.
Yeah, they're a really well-balanced team. There's just a lot of talent at kind of every position.
Oh, didn't move. He is short, out of bounds. We'll go to the Pirates.
Well, that was a nice follow by Molfinger. Just slipped out of bounds. But I think you know his size also helps St. Louis Park compete.
Do not forget about Ring. .24 in the game for Ring. Akindele with the nice move.
Yeah, that was a nice drive.
Gooch. He's a good-looking player.
Just a great finish.
21 in the game for Gooch.
Yeah, Margolis is asking his teammates to move a little quicker.
Now the clock's getting down to 10 seconds. They've not been able to hit that corner 3. Travel.
Yeah, little hop step there.
Yeah, Molfinger.
Well, you can see Margolis and Rickard are really breathing heavy here. But, you know, they've played really hard. And I think for Park, they need to find opportunities for those guys to score. The opportunities they've gotten to the basket, but, you know, they're just too small to finish around the basket. So it'd be nice to see them find some opportunities to get some open threes.
I think we'll see Coach Ware subbing here pretty soon.
Yeah, great finish by Rickard. Good find by Margolis.
You know, and Rickard with his first 2 points of the game, glad to see that. He's worked very hard in this game. Rebound was brought down by number 22. That was Frelix, and Pirates will go to the free throw line.
Well, I feel like Park has really played much better here in the second half. They've been much more competitive. And they've been able to score more. I don't know what they had. 18 points at the half?
Right.
So they've exceeded that already with 5 minutes to go.
Defensively, too, has been better. Yeah,
I think that's the challenge. You know, when you face a team like the Pirates, they're going to get their points. They're just too talented not to get their points, and Park needs to find ways to score. And I feel like they've been pretty successful getting to the basket.
They haven't been turning the ball over as much, giving Park Center the easy baskets. You saw so many times when they turned the ball over and Park Center would have the fast break, it'd be 2-on-1s and hit the dunks and very easy, high percentage baskets. Park Center's having to work a little bit more here in the second half.
Yeah.
They still have 80 points. It's not.
Well, I mean, the game can really get away from you quickly when you're turning it over like that and they're getting easy baskets. You can see that there's not a lot of off-ball movement by Park, so the guys dribbling have really had a challenge trying to find open guys. One, I think they are a little tired. You can kind of see it.
Right.
And playing a team like the Pirates will do that to you.
A little too easy for Chavis that time. Nice play.
Yeah, I mean,
that's brotherly love there.
And both these teams are, they're finding these passes near the rim.
It's fun to see when Micah and Marley with their size, when they get the opportunities down on the other court together there and help each other out. Another basket on the other end, and Park Center just hope for no injuries here.
I think he's okay.
Yeah. Little stinger on the elbow.
It's good recognition by the Park Center player to help him, folks, to help him back up.
Down to 2 minutes, 13 seconds, 86-41.
Well, you can see Coach Richardson starting to get other players in the game now and get their experience on the varsity court. I think this, this first game, you don't know what you got until you play that first game, and I think, there's just a lot of, I think, takeaways probably for Coach Richardson on, things to work on as the season moves forward,
including free throw shooting. And part of that just can be really the fatigue, because you're not using your legs properly when you're shooting the free throws. Maybe you're just too tired, but that's something they're going to have to shore up on. Yeah, Frelix with the three. 89-41, Park Center. We're getting close to the last minute of play here. Curtis in a shot. 2-on-1 break. And a foul.
Well,
Timmy.
You can see Marley still playing hard all the way into the last minute of the game.
And I'm going to get this name right, so it's Timmy Omotoyimbo.
That's what I was going to say.
Omotoyimbo. And I even talked to Timmy before the game, so because the coach didn't know how to pronounce his name, so he told me to talk to the player himself.
Well, that's nice.
When they gave me the lineup, they said it's Timmy O. Last 15 seconds. See if the Orioles can get a final basket here. Nice pass.
Yeah, great back door. First points for McDonald.
Yeah, it's great. He got in the game, got a basket, and
Well, they were successful with a few of those back doors in the second half to get points. So, I mean, a tough draw for the first game of the season to play Park Center, but I think when they look back on the season, I think they're going to be happy that they played the #1 team in the state as the first game, see where they're at, see what they need to work on. They got a long way to go, but there were some really positive signs that I thought. Park, they fought throughout the entire game. I thought they did a great job in the second half of adjusting, slowing down the fast break, not turning the ball over as much, and finding those opportunities to score points against a bigger, more athletic team. So I think with their upcoming schedule, they're going to find opportunities to take lessons from this game and turn them into positive performance moving forward. So I'm sure Coach Richardson's happy to get that first game behind him and move on with the season.
Well, you had 3 players scoring over 20 points for Park Center. You had Ring with 24, Chavis with 24, Gooch with 21, then Folks with 13. I mean, that's at 48, 68, 69, 79, 82 points on those 4 players. So it's a lot of points. You know.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent. I mean, you're not going to face many teams that have that many Division I players. So I think Park Center's a really impressive team. I think there's a reason they're ranked #1. And they showed it tonight. I thought their defense was really stifling, especially at the beginning of the game. It just, they turn quick turnovers into quick points. And that makes it really difficult when you feel like you're hanging with a team and then all of a sudden a few turnovers and you're down by 10 or 15 points.
You know, Tom, I think it's going to be interesting to see how the Orioles regroup after this game when they play someone that's not as tough as a Park Center team, because I think you've seen some glimpses of talent, the way we can move the ball, the way, you know, some of the shooting and the passing and things like that. You saw some of that, so give them some space, give them a different team to play, and it'll be fun to see what can happen and how they grow this season under Coach Arsenio Richardson.
Yeah, I think, and they're young, right? So I think there's a lot of positives for him to draw from this. And I think, it will be fun to see how they progress during the season. And I think it's a real opportunity. This next string of games, there's some opportunities for them to score some points and be more competitive. So I would fully expect a Coach Richardson team to turn those lessons into positive experiences in the future. So it's going to be fun to watch.
All right, Tom. Well, thanks again for coming in and helping out again this year. It's always a pleasure being able to have someone with your knowledge and your abilities.
Well, I don't know about either one of those, but I know we talked at halftime about a really important loss for the St. Louis Park community. In the past few days.
Yes. Stefano Giovanelli, who played for Park, there are a couple other brothers, have gone to St. Louis Park High School, but Lynn Giovanelli had ALS and had been battling, and she did lose her battle a couple days ago, and so again, we want to offer our condolences to the Giovanelli family and the community, because they were a big part of this whole community here at St. Louis Park, and a big loss for the community, and we're thinking of them, and again, thanks for bringing that up.
Absolutely, they're a strong St. Louis Park family, and they've meant a lot to this high school and this school district, and I know this whole community's got their arms around that family. So again, my condolences as well to the family.
All right, on behalf of Tom Whitlock, I'm Bruce Oberman. Final score, Park Center 90, St. Louis Park 43. Good night.